Hey guys, my name is Dr. Shell, also known as Dr. Test Prep, and I am thrilled to be able to help you get ready for the ASVAB AFQT. Now, as a math teacher, I tell my kids use the calculator all the time because it's available on the ST, ACT, PSAT, etc. But I have learned it's not available on the ASVAB. But I got your back. So if you don't have the free book, please go to the description and get it off of growthmindsetcollaborative.org. If you want the paid version, there's details at the end of this video. Half of all proceeds supports nonprofits, including $10 from each sale goes to veterans and organizations supporting troops. And it's only 49 bucks. Like, how awesome is that? All right, we're going to be talking about distance, rate, and time. So I like covering this after unit rates and proportions because sometimes it's easier to find like, okay, what's the distance and rate and how does it relate to time? So distance equals whatever the rate is times whatever the time that we're traveling is. And we're going to really look at solving real world problems. So remember this, all my videos start off very basic and they get a little bit deeper. Again, the harder questions, you'll definitely have the video answers in the paid program too if you need more practice with harder questions. Nope. So as always, we're going to start easy and get harder. So do we know what the quantities are? How can we put them in our formula? Distance equals rate times time. How can we solve for unknowns? Sometimes it will want total distance. Sometimes it will want partial distance. So it's really understanding and reading the question. So we start easy and we get harder. A car travels 55 miles per hour for 6 hours. So remember our formula, distance equals rate times time. So my distance is 55 miles times 6 hours. And that's it. 55 times 6, 0 carry the 3. So we've got 330 miles. Okay, a truck A truck travels 360 miles in 6 hours. Okay, so we know that distance equals rate times time. So we've got 360 miles. We don't know the rate, but we know that the time is 6. So if we divide both sides by 6, we can do 360 divided by 6, which gives us a rate of 60 miles per hour. And that's where miles per hour comes from. Like if this is miles and this is hours, that's where miles per hour comes from. Not that you wanted to know that. Okay, in this case, it wants the average speed. So I'm still doing distance equals rate times time. My distance is 180 miles. I don't know my rate, but my time is 3 hours. So if I divide both sides by 3 hours, I again coincidentally get 60 miles per hour. And that slash is the per, mph, miles per division hour. Here we've got 240 miles at a speed, distance equals rate times time, at a speed of 60 miles per hour. We don't know how many hours. So we're going to divide both sides by 60. And that tells us that we traveled for 4 hours. So now we're going to look at questions that are a little bit more complicated. So a truck travels 240 miles. So we've got our distance equals rate times time in 4 hours. So we don't know the rate, but we know that he went 4 hours. And then he does 3 more hours at the same speed. So first we have to get what's the original speed. And then we have to multiply by the total hours. Now there's other ways to do it that to me are a little bit more complicated. So I always like to go kind of back almost to that unit rate from the other video. I think it was 2.6 maybe. And then going up from here. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And that tells me that he was going on average 60 miles per hour. Now we know that he went a total of 7 hours. So we're going to take the 60 miles per hour. We're going to multiply it by 7 to get that he total travel was 420 miles. Those are D's. All right, a car travels 150 miles in 3 hours. So we don't know the rate, but we know it's 3. hours. So we're going to divide both sides by 3 to get my rate of 50. Notice how I did that even kind of before I kept reading. So, because at least that's in my head. If he continues at that same speed, which we now know is 50 for 5 hours total, how far will he travel? Well, now we're going to do this formula again. We're going to not know how he traveled, but we know that he went 50 miles per hour on average, and he did a total of 5 hours. 50 times 5 gives me 250 miles. Oh, we got more. A delivery van travels 180 miles in 3 hours, stops briefly, and then travels 2 more hours at the same speed. How many miles does he travel in all? So again, it's a double problem. 180 miles, we don't know the rate, but we know that it was in 3 hours. So when we divide both sides by 3, we're left with he went 60 miles per hour. Then it says that he traveled for 2 more hours. Well, there's a couple ways to do it. Because the speed was the same, my lazy way is, well, I know he was in the car 5 hours altogether. So because he was doing the same speed, I can just do 60 times 5 to get my 300 miles. Okay, because again, D equals RT, our rate is 60. He did it for a total of 5 hours. So that's how we get 300 miles as our distance. The other way you could have done it is you could have done it for 2 miles. So 60 times 2 is 120 and added 180 plus 120 and still gotten 300. A train travels, D equals RT, 420 miles in 7 hours. So 420, we don't know the rate, but we know that 7 hours passed. So that tells us, wow, I must love the number 60, that the rate is 60 miles per hour. If he travels for 2 more hours, what's the total hours, assuming the same speed? Well, we've got what's the total, how far? So we know the rate is 60. Now we know we want 9 total hours. 9 times 6 is 54. And then throw in that last 10. A motorcycle travels 90 miles in 1.5 hours. So we've got 90 miles. We don't know the rate, but we know it was 1.5. The same speed, how far will it travel in 4 hours? Now, people have asked me, Doc, can I set this up as a proportion? In theory, all of these could be. You could do 90 over 1.5 equals, well, no, you can't because we don't know the rate. I lied. If we knew the rate, we could have done that. All right, so anyway, we're going to do 1.5 divided by 90 so that we can get the rate. I'm going to move this over and move this over. 15 cannot go into 9, but 15 times 6, can go into 90. Well, why am I not surprised that it's 60 miles an hour? Divide both sides by 1.5 and get 60 as our rate. And we want it in 4 hours. So we've got 60 times 4 tells me that it goes 240 miles. A truck travels 325 miles in 5 hours. Okay. At the same speed, what is it in, how far will it travel? So we're going to go D equals RT. So we have our 325 equals our unknown rate times 5. 5 goes into 325 6 times. 5 goes into 25 5 times. Ooh, we finally went faster than 60 miles per hour. Now we can take that 65 and multiply it by our rate. Our time. Carry, 48 plus 4 is 52. So 520 miles. That's it. All right, work problems are next. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. The full course with another 700 questions and video answers is available at heydrtestprep.com for only $49 to get ready for the AFQT. Half of all proceeds support nonprofit initiatives with at least $10 of your purchase supporting troops and veterans. All right, bye guys. We got this.